Welcome to Team Tiggio Court TV, where we upload videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
This is the state of Georgia versus Damian Gerard Compton, 2021 CR 08201. Mr. Compton is before the court for too fast for conditions and DUI less safe. Ms. Tortorello is representing Mr. Compton from the law firm of Lister Holt Dennis. The state is represented by Ms. Bing, Stephanie Bing with the solicitor's office. Ms. Bing, who are you calling?
I'm calling office.
Hold on, Ms. Tortorello. I know we're gonna have to I'm getting a witness list. That's all. So okay. I know who I have to put into a breakout room.
Okay. I'm calling Officer Michelle Reed, she's gonna be my first witness. Mm-hmm. And then Trooper Marquavius, he's logging back in. Oh, Trooper Majors, there he is. Mm-hmm. I also may be calling Leonard Acure.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
No, actually, I'm going to use Mr. Acure first and then Michelle Reed. So
okay. Well, I'm going to put them all in the breakout room so Ms. Tortorello can make her opening. So the rule of sequestration is in effect. Mr. Acure, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 3. Trooper Majors, breakout room number 3. I'll make an announcement when it's time to come out of the breakout room. And Officer Reed, breakout room number 3. Officer Reed, you got to join the breakout room. Just click on the invitation. She'll put you in.
And Your Honor, just for the record, I don't see Officer Reed on the state's witness list as on the discovery.
Okay. All right. Are you asking me for something?
No, just on the record.
Okay. All right. So all 3 are in the breakout room. Ms. Tortorello.
Excuse me, really fast. She actually goes by Benton, which is on the.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sorry. Okay. Her last name has changed. Okay. Sorry.
Great. Thank you. Okay, Your Honor, we are here to ask Your Honor to suppress all evidence of Mr. Damian Compton that was found after his vehicle was searched illegally during an inventory search. Evidence includes the empty bag that smelled of raw marijuana, HGN results, consent to the implied consent reading, and the blood test results provided by the GBI. Mr. Compton's vehicle was illegally searched by Trooper Majors of the Georgia State Patrol and used inventory search as an excuse to find evidence of contraband in Mr. Compton's vehicle. This is supported by State versus Lockinger, 357 Georgia App 852-2020. Furthermore, the trooper did not have probable cause to search the vehicle. This illegal search violated my client's constitutional rights under the 4th Amendment. Therefore, because the search of Mr. Compton's vehicle was illegal, any evidence found within and any evidence obtained poisonous tree and should be suppressed. Moreover, Mr. Compton's left leg was injured as a result of the car accident, and defense is asking this honorable court that the one-leg stand and walk and turn be inadmissible due to unfair prejudice under OCGA 24-4-403, Rule 403. The tests were performed despite Trooper Majors knowing that Mr. Compton sustained injuries to the left side of his head and leg. And this is supported by State versus Chambers 921 SE 2D496 2025. Nothing further.
All right. State.
Yes. Harris v. State 307 Georgia App 847 lists examples of impaired driving, which includes the officer's own observations, a conclusion that he's left safe to drive, and a traffic violation. What you'll hear is that the defendant blew through a red light, hit an on-duty officer who was patrolling the area, impacted other cars in the intersection, and landed in a tree and had to be towed out. For inventory searches, Martison v. State states that when a car is impounded, that they are free to do an inventory search. There was also the detection of raw marijuana, which the officer notes on camera, giving him more indication that there was something else afoot, and then conducted a DUI investigation. Therefore, the state's going to prove that the search was lawful. There was plenty of probable cause, and the fields that were conducted during the DUI investigation were also lawful.
All right. Call your first witness.
Yes, I'm calling Leonard Acure.
All right.
I think he was on, and
that's okay. They're all in the breakout room. I'll call them out.
Oh, that's
Mr. Acure, you can leave the breakout room at this time. Your testimony is requested. All right. Mr. Acure, you can leave the breakout room. Your testimony is requested. Activate your screen to leave the breakout room and return to the main room. See, maybe he's not hearing me. Mr. Acure, your testimony is needed. You can leave the breakout room by activating your screen and returning to the main room.
I might be able to contact Ms. Janvier so that she can get him. I'm not sure where. Oh.
Here he is. It takes
okay.
a minute.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Acure, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, I do.
All right. You can put your hand down. Ms. Bing.
Okay. Can you state your name and spell it, please?
It is Leonard Ekure, Leonard. Last name is spelled Ekure.
And where do you currently work?
I currently work for the Clayton County Solicitor General's office as an investigator.
Okay. Describe a bit of your past work before you were an investigator.
Yes, a brief description was I was a police officer for a little over 14 years here in the Clayton County Police Department. My duties consisted of traffic enforcement training, responding to 911's accident reconstruction, and a particular skill set in drug recognition as a trained drug recognition expert and instructor.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about drug recognition experts. What exactly does that mean?
Okay, drug recognition expert is a rigorous training program where the officer or the student is put through a 7-day, 140-hour class to identify the 7 major drug categories, the effects of those drugs on the human body and how that affects the everyday driving or affects normal driving. As a drug recognition expert, it is important to be able to identify what specific drug is affecting the body and make an accurate call. Training consists of a classroom portion. You take 19 exams in 7 days, and a proficiency part where, in my case, I was flown out to the Maricopa County Jail in Arizona to do field certifications, where I had to test unknown drugs out of inmates who were in that particular establishment at a level of competency, which I did.
How long have you been a drug recognition expert?
I've been a drug recognition expert since 2015.
Okay. So was that 10 years?
Yes, ma'am. About
Okay.
10 years.
Okay. Were you post-certified?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are now, and you were then as well?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
And so just roughly how many DUIs investigations have you conducted, just roughly in your experience?
Personally involved with probably a little over 2,000.
Okay. And more specifically, DUI drugs.
DUI drugs, so maybe a couple hundred, 300 maybe.
Okay. All right. Can you speak a little bit to maybe the differences between what you might see, if there are any, differences you might see in a suspect that is pulled over for DUI drugs versus DUI alcohol? So let's say when you're conducting a test, a field sobriety, or you're first making contact, what kinds of things you might see in a suspect that's under the influence of a narcotic versus alcohol.
Okay, so that question is very broad, but I'll specify alcohol specifically with a stimulant, and then maybe cannabis, marijuana. Would that
Sure.
be appropriate?
Your
Yes,
Honor,
specific.
objection, as far as I understand that the state has is submitting investigator Cure as an expert for this. But unless he's testifying to the actual investigation itself, I believe I object to any testimony regarding this matter unless he was actually there. I believe it's supported by one of Rule 702. So I would object to that unless he was at the scene and he actually observed my client. I
Ms.
would
Fink?
object to any testimony.
Yes. So he's not saying that he was there. He's not testifying to anything that he saw of Mr. Compton. He's simply speaking of his expertise as a DRE that can give us a foundation for what the officer who was there might have seen, because there is a lot of, I think, confluence between symptoms of alcohol and symptoms of marijuana. And so it's simply informational. We're not at all speaking to the incident.
I think if we were in front of a jury, that would be fine because you would need an expert to explain that. But we're in front of me, and I have to make the determination about whether there was probable cause for an evidentiary probable cause for. Hold on.
Your Honor, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm reading. Probable cause for the search due to it being an evidentiary search for a car that was impounded. And also whether any information from that search can be used or whether it needs to be suppressed. That's number one. Number two, whether injury to the leg and injury to the head made the field sobriety exercises inadmissible. So those are the two things. I don't know that I need a drug recognition expert. You may want to save that for trial.
Okay. Can I do this? Let me just ask him one question that I do think is relevant, and it does come up in the report, and I think goes to the point of
All right, go ahead.
well, it's okay.
Your Honor, I would like to just say something else. We didn't get any notice, and I understand he's one of their expert witnesses here. I understand the rules require for defense to actually get notice if they're going to call an expert witness, and we did not obtain any such notice.
All right. Ms. Tortorello, I just said I don't really need them. So sustain.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
No problem. Thank
Do
you.
we have another witness?
Yes. Miss Reed, Officer Reed.
Okay.
Mr. Curia, thank you for your time. You can log off.
Okay. Officer Reed, your testimony is being requested. Officer Reed, your testimony is being requested. You can exit the breakout room. Officer Reed, your testimony is being requested. You can exit the breakout room. Investigator Henderson, can you send her a text message that she can come out of the breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Oh, I see her. She's here now.
All right. Cool. I didn't think it would take that long. But Officer Reed, raise your right hand for me. You got to turn your video on for me.
I have it on.
It's just showing your name. There you are. Raise your right hand for me.
Okay, there.
You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Your witness, Ms. Bean.
Okay, could you state your name for the record and spell it?
Michelle
Officer Reed?
Reed. Thiell. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit spotty. Could you say that again?
Michelle Reed. Michellellereed.
Okay, and can you tell us what you do?
I am a supervision officer for the state of Georgia.
Okay, and with what department?
The Department of Community Supervision.
Oh, sorry. Okay, were you with any other agencies maybe a few years ago? Or
No, I was still with the Department of Community Supervision. I was working in Clayton County.
Okay. And can you just describe some of your duties?
I supervise individuals that are under sentence for parole and for probation for the state of Georgia.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
For over 20 years.
Is that kind of position a post-certified position?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
It is. And are you post-certified?
I am.
Okay. And were you post-certified in 2021?
I was. And I was during that time.
Okay. Were you on duty on May 30th, 2021?
I was.
Okay. And can you just describe what you were doing?
On May
While you were
30th,
there?
2021.
Yes.
During that time, I was driving a Dodge Charger. It is an unmarked unit, but it is a state vehicle. We are in uniform. I was leaving one of my supervisee's residence, going to another supervisee's residence. We check them in their residence in the community to make sure that they are complying in a favorable manner with their court order. And that's what I was doing on that Sunday morning.
Okay. And did anything, sorry, were you on 85 South and Georgia Highway 138 that day?
I was going on 138, turning left on State Road 85.
Okay. Is that in Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am, that is.
Okay. And did anything of note happen?
Yes,
At that
ma'am.
juncture?
I was in the turning lane. It's a double turning lane. I was in the far turning lane. There was another vehicle that was on the left of me. The light turned green for us to turn, and I proceeded to turn. I turned out first, and before I could stop, to my left, the vehicle blew through the light, struck me on the driver's side. And when they hit me and kept going. They ran into one of the poles that are on the right-hand side of 85, State Road 85. That would actually stopped him, and some bushes and another sign. Is a kind of brick kind of sign that that's there in Clayton County. My car, I proceeded to coast onto the side of the road. Traffic stopped at that intersection. I got out of the car. I proceeded to call and let someone know that there has been an accident. I didn't know if it was a medical emergency or anything of that sort. So I got out of the car, walked over to the car. When I approached the car, you could smell marijuana out of the car. But I did ask the young man, was he okay? He said that he was okay. And then he proceeded to ask me, was the light red or was it green? And I just told him, just stay in the car. We'll be with him shortly. A lot of people started getting out of their cars and started screaming and yelling and things of that sort. I just asked them to get back in their cars and things of that sort. At that time, Riverdale had approached the scene. And by the time I got to my car, my knee had gave out at that time. And then EMS got there. And I was told to go ahead and just take a seat, take a knee, pretty much, because my knee and my ankle and my back was injured in regards to this accident. So at that time, the other agencies took over, and I just told them what I just told you.
Were there any other, you mentioned that there were people that were getting out of their cars. Were they hit? Were they scattered? How were they impacted?
No, they were pretty much angry. I remember one of the statements about the young man running through the light and
Objection,
hitting.
hearsay.
No, it wouldn't be hearsay because I was there. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
You can describe, don't say what someone said.
There were
just
angry statements towards the young man. That's the reason why I was asking them to get back in the car.
Gotcha. Okay. Who did you let know that there was an accident? What did you contact Riverdale, or Riverdale just came?
I called 911. I called my supervisor at the time,
Gotcha.
and they filtered everything out.
Okay.
I use the state phone, so all of that information, it circulates.
Okay. All right. Was there anything else of note about the defendant that well, let me ask you this. Do you see the person that hit you on this platform?
I can go through and see if I see him.
Sure.
If you can move his cap, I can make it more visual. I can't properly identify. Can you get a little bit closer? Yes, that looks like him, Mr.
Okay. Was there anything that you noticed about his appearance, his affect, anything of note?
Just as he looked a little in disarray, that kind of thing. And he didn't know that the light was red or green. And that was evidenced by the question he asked me. He didn't know if it was red or green.
Okay. Okay. No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon, Officer Reed. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, thank you, ma'am. So, you mentioned that you walked over to the car. You testified that you walked over to the car and you could smell marijuana out of the car. Is that right?
As I approached it, you could smell it on the exterior of the car.
However, you didn't tell that to Trooper Majors, did you?
No, because I was with EMS at that time.
In fact, you told him when he came over to it, because you are, let me get this, clarify this. You were the you were the victim of the car accident, correct?
I was.
Okay. So when Trooper Majors arrived at the scene, the first thing he did was interview Mr. Damian Compton. Isn't that right?
I couldn't tell you that, ma'am.
Okay.
I was with
But
EMS at the time, so I couldn't tell you that.
Okay. Eventually he made it to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were interviewed by your vehicle on the day in question, correct?
Correct.
And you were interviewed at State Road 138, and the cross intersection would be Highway 85. Isn't that right?
No, I was interviewed on State Road 85 on the off road on 85.
Your Honor, at this time, I am going to share my screen. And I'm going to ask Miss Officer Reed a couple more questions. So give me just a second. So you're stating that you were interviewed on Highway 85, correct? In Riverdale.
State Road 85.
Okay. And Officer Reed, when Trooper Majors questioned you, you told Trooper Majors that you had your mask on at the time. Isn't that right?
No, I didn't tell him I had a mask on.
And you told him that because you had your mask on, you couldn't smell marijuana coming out of the vehicle. Isn't that right?
No, that is not right. I didn't state that.
Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to play a portion of the video, and I'll let you know the time mark for the record in just a second. Let me get to the okay, here we are. And you're saying, officer, this is State Road 85 or Highway 138?
That's State Road 85.
Okay. So, Your Honor, I'm going to start playing the video at time mark 25 minutes and 18 seconds. Or, yeah, sorry. Actually, for the record, 24 minutes, 57 seconds.
They want to stop me, boy. All right.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
All right, I made it to you.
I appreciate it.
Obviously, you are vehicle number 2 today.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. So
Please not put my.
I'm not.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Something happened.
Really? I'm sorry about that. We'll run it, but then other than that, we'll put you what's that?
Department of,
Correct. Community service, supervision.
Yes. BTS, just.
Gotcha. I'll put their address. What's their phone number?
77.
Your dispatch over there.
The main number is gonna be 770
Okay.
960 4100. My state contact is 44558-1172.
This is that reason why I be paranoid going through the intersections.
What?
That's not here, but
The other, that she was on the,
was she behind you?
no, she was on the side of me.
Okay.
And I was in the second lane turning.
Okay. Using the second turn lane. Coming from 138.
On to 85.
So that'll be the one to the right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The turn lane.
Yeah, right.
So how you miss her? Oh, she wasn't paying attention. She admitted. That's right. She admitted that she wasn't paying attention, but so she was just like,
Yeah.
I just so happy to look back up.
I just went ahead
Yeah,
and,
you was going. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense now. So you went through the light before her. Man, that's crazy.
and normally it was like, normally I drive real slow,
Right.
you know, like grandma slow.
Right.
And today I just went ahead and just go with traffic.
Yeah, that's gracious. Are you hurt? I saw you limping. Your left knee?
Yeah.
The next path, Cleveland Avenue, a black Crown Vic, white Ford Crown Vic, Robert Paul Williams, 7652, RPK 7652, sir.
He asked you that? Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's like, I agree, definitely don't know.
My question is, what was he doing? And I may investigate a little bit, see if he was intoxicated.
Well, maybe, I don't know. She had on the red and white, and she said that she was partially on marijuana. But I got my mask on, I didn't smell it, and I would have.
For the record, Your Honor, I'm stopping the video at 27 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay.
So, again, Officer Reed, it was your testimony that you said that you smelled marijuana coming out of Mr. Compton's vehicle, correct?
Yes.
However, in the video, that wasn't your testimony that wasn't your statement to Trooper Majors, isn't that right?
I can't hear that part. It said that I had my mask on, but I didn't hear the part about I did not smell it.
We can repeat that then for the record.
Okay.
I didn't hear it either. If you can turn it up, that would be helpful.
Okay, at 27 minutes and 16 seconds, and I'm gonna see if I can turn up the. It's on max, so I'll play it again.
Robert Paul Williams, 7652, RPK 7652, sir.
He asked you that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what Riverdale said. Like, you gotta have, I agree, definitely don't know.
My question is, what was he doing? And I may investigate a little bit, see if he was intoxicated.
Maybe, I don't know. She had on the red and white, and she said that she was partially on marijuana. But I had my mask on, I didn't smell it, and I went over there. As soon as I went over there, they told me to go get my license, and then they wouldn't let me back because I knew.
I'm stopping at 27 minutes, 59 seconds.
I asked, can you continue it a little bit further to see what else did I say?
I
After
need
that?
the video to be played at that time. So isn't that what you said to Trooper Majors? That
When I approached,
that you had your mask on and you didn't smell the marijuana. Isn't that right?
it appears that I did,
Okay.
but I wanted to hear what else that I said in regards to that.
Sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is he okay though?
Yeah, he's fine. He's standing up and everything.
Are you serious? Did he say? But
And now, but I guarantee you, speed was a factor, though. He did. What's that?
Stopping the video at 28 minutes and 44 seconds. So you mentioned, you just testified that Mr. Compton asked you whether the light was red or green, correct?
Yes.
You remember like 15 year downstairs. This one is double ended, but they
Are you
and
investigator, if you can mute yourself. Okay, so, and you would agree with me that your car was totaled in the accident, correct?
The state car, yes.
And you would also agree with me that Mr. Compton's car was also totaled in the accident, right?
I can't confirm or deny that, ma'am.
Okay, and that's fine, but it was a hard hit. Would you agree with me?
It was.
Okay.
Because I was injured in that accident.
Okay. And wouldn't you agree with me that somebody coming out of a hard, like a very serious car accident, like what you experienced, could come out of the car disoriented and injured, like yourself?
I can't confirm or deny in regards to that, unless you want me to speculate.
I'll be asking the questions, Officer Reed. So in your personal knowledge, though, you were in a car accident, correct?
I was.
So would you agree with me that you were a little disoriented after the hit?
As a mental, no.
Not mental, just disoriented.
I would say no. Not as in, no, I wouldn't say that part.
Did your airbag?
As in what I'm understanding you don't want me to ask you any questions, so I'm trying to get clarity. Right, so I wouldn't say as in that part.
That's fine. If you need clarity, let me know.
Okay? No, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say that. No, okay. Not to that degree. No.
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Yes. Ms. Reed, it appeared, I heard clearly, it says, I had my mask on. Now, I couldn't tell whether you said I couldn't smell it or I could smell it, but, and I can replay it if you need me to, if you want to hear it again, I'm not sure, but it was your testimony that you said, well, that you kind of went along with what Ms. Tortorello suggested. My question is, what was the it? Because we could not hear everything around that remark was inaudible. Can you recall whether or not, what the it was? Did he ask you about alcohol? Did he ask you about marijuana specifically?
They were talking about marijuana because
objection, hearsay.
She asked what the question was. You just played the video where they asked the question. Overruled.
Go ahead, Ms. Reed.
They were talking about the marijuana.
Okay. Are you certain that you heard or said that you couldn't smell it or that you could smell it?
What I remember was that I stated that I smelled it. That's what I remember.
Okay. All right. No further questions.
Recross?
None, Your Honor.
All right. May this witness be released or is she being reserved?
I'm gonna reserve for rebuttal just in case.
All right. If you'll activate your screen, Officer Reed, if you can go back into the breakout room, and then are we calling the next witness, Trooper Majors?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Trooper Majors, you are able to come out of the breakout room at this time. Your testimony is required. If you can come out of the breakout room, thank you. All right, he's back. All right, and Officer Reed, if you just activate your screen, you should be able to go back into the breakout room. All right, Trooper Majors, raise your right hand. Wait, I can't see you. There you are. Okay, you're gonna have to pull over, sir.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
gotta
this.
pull over.
I don't have the breakout room.
Okay, hold on. I'll put you in a breakout room again. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Yes, spots.
Atlanta to 7604, you. Atlanta to 7604, you 10-4. Oh, 10-4, thank you.
All right, you should see the invitation. Officer Reed. All right, she's in the breakout room. Trooper Majors, are you stopped?
I'm sitting in a turn lane at the moment, Judge. I'm trying
All
to
right,
get
let me know when
there.
your vehicle is stationary.
Okay, I got about 30 more seconds. I'll be able to pull over.
Okay.
Over.
What?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Raise your right hand for me.
And we are stationary.
I'm sorry.
What was your secondary?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true? Trooper Majors, can you hear me?
I do.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your witness, Ms. Bing.
Yes, hello, good morning, afternoon. Um,
Morning.
could you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
It's going to be Trooper Majors, Marquavius Majors, Marquvious. Last name Majors, Majors.
Okay. And can you, I know it seems obvious because you're a trooper, but can you just tell us what you do?
So I'm with the Georgia State Patrol out of Post 47, Forest Park. I investigate crashes, DUI enforcement, and enforce highway traffic law.
Okay. And are you post certified?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been with that department?
I've been with the Georgia State Patrol for an estimate of 8 years now.
8 years. Okay. How many DUI investigations have you done in those 8 years?
I would say I've had several cases.
Several meaning 3, more than 3, 10, more than 10?
I would been 25 at this point.
Okay. Sorry, I don't understand. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. Were you on duty on May 30th, 2021?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Do you recall an incident on Highway 85 and 138?
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell me what brought you there?
So I'll be frank, it was a bit distant in time, but I familiarized myself with it. This was due to an agency assist call in reference to Clayton County units requesting assistance on DUI and crash investigation. There was an individual named Damien. He was driving the vehicle, traveling on Highway 85. It was my understanding that there was a police vehicle that was entering the intersection at the time. Mr. Damien ran the red light, and he made contact with the police vehicle. After he made contact with it, his vehicle ran off the roadway, which would be considered the southwest end of the roadway. So he lost control of the vehicle and ran off the road. That being said, after I made contact with Mr. Damien, I suspected that he was perhaps under the influence of something.
What gave you that suspicion?
Well, one, I couldn't smell alcohol, but I could definitely smell marijuana off his person. When that was introduced to me, I took inventory of the vehicle because that's something we normally do when we investigate crashes. I could smell I could smell unburnt marijuana inside the vehicle. The vehicle had a plastic bag in it, and the marijuana was there was no context. It was more so like shakedown. In layman terms, it's basically like very, very small leafy objects inside the bag. So either it was thrown out or consumed. As more cases, sometimes it gets consumed when there's an investigation about. Anyways, long story short, I could smell the marijuana off of Damien's person, and then I began to do. I want to do fields on him. At first, he was very hesitant about it, but when I asked him further questioning, he advised that he would actually do it. But this was up until the point where he perceived that he was about to be under arrest for being under influence. Once he agreed to doing the fields, I asked to see his tongue. It was brown, it was patchy, it was raised. So they gave me the indication that perhaps it was either he had already smoked some of it or he had consumed some of it. I could also see some of the leafy material on his tongue. So with the odor emitted inside the vehicle and coming off his person and seeing actual marijuana substance on his tongue, it was, to me, it was quite evident that that he was perhaps under the influence of it. After I finished the crash investigation, it was concluded that he did run the light. He said that he was doing about 40 miles an hour. Based off my previous crash investigation experience and training and crash reconstruction, I gave an estimate that he did 60 plus miles an hour upon impact. That being said, I felt as though his judgment was altered and perhaps delayed when he came up towards the intersection.
When you took inventory, well, was a tow truck called?
A tow truck was called. Now, this tow truck may have been released through Clayton County. Let me, if you don't mind, if I.
Well, it's okay. That's not important.
Okay,
Just
okay.
you do recall that there was a tow truck, right?
Correct.
Okay. And was the vehicle impounded?
Yes.
Okay. When you searched the vehicle, well, let me ask you this. When you searched the vehicle, beyond the plastic bag, was there anything else that you recall finding in there? Any other marijuana related contrabands?
To to the best of my knowledge at this current moment. There may have been something else, but it's just so distant in my mind right now.
I'm going to share my screen and play a portion. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Compton, this is your hearing. You may want to sit down somewhere and be present. Pretend you're actually in a courtroom. It's being what we're doing.
Okay, sorry, it was easier for me to
Okay,
pull
so
it up
Ms.
on my.
Bing, are you admitting the video? Is it, are you
Well,
presenting for identification?
we stipulated to the video.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let me share my screen. All right, and y'all can see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can y'all hear that?
No, I can't hear.
Not yet.
Can't hear anything? Okay. What about now?
Yes.
Definitely smokes marijuana. So many Swisher Sweet packages. With the guts of the, I'm not gonna say guts. Swisher Sweets with the contents of the cigar taken out of the actual cigar. So what are you putting in there if you're not smoking inside your car? If you're not smoking marijuana? I got a bag that smells like raw marijuana. And a scale. Okay.
So I'm going to ask the question again. Do you recall what else you might have found in terms of contraband or marijuana related items in the car?
Yes. It was drug paraphernalia. So when I searched the vehicle, a scale was found. Besides the bag, Swisher Sweets is a cigar brand that is used commonly for smoking marijuana. Basically, they take the wrapping, they take the contents outside the cigar, and they replace it with the marijuana substance, and then they rewrap it. That being said, those contents were missing. And considering that the bag that actually smelled like raw, unburnt marijuana, that told me that perhaps that Mr. Compton has already smoked it or he was preparing to smoke it. And perhaps he consumed the marijuana, prior to impact.
Okay. Did you conduct fields on Mr. Damien, Mr. Compton?
I did. And the odd thing about that is when I conducted the fields, I did observe clues on him.
I'm sorry, you said
Which
you did or did not?
I did.
Okay.
So I was
What
able
clue?
to
What clues did you observe?
go
Sorry.
ahead.
What clues did you observe?
I observed lack of smooth pursuit, distinct sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and onset nystagmus prior to 45 degrees in both eyes. So I could see nystagmus in his eyes. Now, traditional marijuana does not show HGN, but with certain laced synthetic series of marijuana, these drugs are they're susceptible to showing nystagmus because of the substance that's inside of it. So not only was that a indication that something was in his system. A narcotic can show nystagmus or HGN, which is horizontal gaze nystagmus. So when a narcotic is mixed with marijuana, the HGN is present. Because that led me to my investigation that he was still under the influence of a narcotic.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I think that concludes my questions.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon, Trooper Majors. How are you?
Hey, doing swell. Thank you.
Good. At this time, I'm going to be playing your dash cam.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. I'm going to start it at the stop, okay?
Okay.
Okay. For the record, I'm starting the video at 9 minutes and 5 seconds.
Okay.
There's no sound. I don't know if you intended it that way.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
No? Okay. I might have to.
You have to share your computer sound when you share the screen.
The audio is on. Okay, hold on a second. Let me try something else. All right, I'm going to start at 9 minutes and 16 seconds. And let me know if you can hear it now, because.
Yes.
And yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Trooper Majors, what's going on with your volume at this point?
Not quite sure. Is this the body mic or
That's dash.
dash camera? What's supposed to happen is it's supposed to switch over to the body mic. Sometimes when it gets released, sometimes the body mic does not transfer. Is it not how's it being played? Is it just the
It's
actual
just
camera?
not capturing your conversation with Sergeant Ortega of the Riverdale Police Department.
Okay. Let's see. Not sure about that one. Sometimes when the mic isn't pulled and if it's in the cradle, it doesn't activate the body mic until honestly I mount it and then step out the car. But the in-car should still capture something.
I thought the officer was hurt. Yeah, but.
Did you just turn your mic on there?
Yeah. Well, he must be back. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. The body mic activated.
All right. Okay. So you just sit with him. Okay. Mr. Compton, how you feeling? Yeah. All right, then check out.
Okay, I'm not hearing much. I'm just hearing sounds, but I'm not hearing content.
All right. Tell me what happened.
Your Honor, is your volume on max?
Yeah.
Go. Okay. You spun out or?
Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Which way you coming? You coming from this way? You coming south, right? Okay. Yeah. And she come from turn lane going this way? Okay. Right. I got you. And you, what lane were you in? So were you in the far left lane? All right, so you got two lanes right here besides the turn lane. Were you in that lane or this lane? In the middle? So this lane. This one. What this black truck is using that lane. That truck, look at that truck. You see that truck? All right, lane. Okay. Did you hit anything? I mean, like, did you hit anything inside the car? Okay. All right. Let me talk to her real quick, and then I'll be back over here. All right. Okay, so you got witness phone number?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I hope you already got him. Okay. Well, hold on to that real quick. I need to know. Got you. On is a police officer. Yeah. Got you. They already got the car in the middle. I wanted to my CPR. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. Let me put it on the CAD real quick. You're not here. I better take pictures.
Yeah, no, Charles, all Frank, 5766.
Simple.
Simple. 493.
Your Honor, I'm not sure what is meant to be shown or proven through this.
I don't know what's going on. Ms. Tortorello, are we getting somewhere?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm trying to play the video from the moment the officer arrived all the way up to arrest, so Your Honor sees a full picture before I go ahead and cross Trooper Majors. Because you will see the evidence will show.
Okay, you don't have to tell me all that. Just tell me, I just need to know what we're doing technically, because I'm just sitting here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure, sorry. Yes, 160, man, but I felt bad, I'm sorry, 150. Okay, okay, gotcha. Right, the officer's name, and then right there, witness, telephone, book, everything. Yeah, bye-bye. There's on 8, 418, 999. On what page?
Your Honor, I'm gonna fast forward a time mark at 22 minutes.
Okay.
That's okay?
Yeah, camera. Yeah, right, make sure quick, I let her go.
Actually,
05.
at 30 minutes, 32 seconds.
How's it going, sir? All right.
All right, good to meet you, man.
You too, you too.
All right, state car, this is the independent witness. Okay. Sergeant King, I want to say, I talked to her and she get everything. For yourself.
Let me get her information real quick. I'll let her go. How you doing? All right. All right, so you a witness today. All right, so just get a phone number. Uh-huh. First initial. Last name. SW. That's it. Yeah. It's been a long day. I know we got started since 6 o'clock this morning though. But so, you saw what happened, right? What happened? Right.
I'm telling the truth. I ain't
Okay.
telling no story.
All right, so swear to God, you tell the truth.
Yeah.
I got
By then, she had already started to pull out because the turning light was green.
Right.
He came barreling through the light and he hit her. His car turned and he was going backwards compared to the turn is speeding
Up on the tree. Okay. That makes sense. That's line up, that's the same thing I heard as well, even with a off-duty officer saying it. So, appreciate that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Might be.
38, line tank for one.
Yeah, he might be.
checked on her first.
Yeah.
She kept saying,
So how was his mannerisms when you first saw him?
he was just sitting there because other people were talking.
Was he staring off into space?
So I heard
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
he climbed that car. So.
Yeah, I'm not calling his own. All right. Well, like I said, I'm gonna let you go. I know I ain't gonna hold you no longer here.
I just wanted some chicken.
If we can give you some chicken, we can give you some chicken.
I was
But
just on the way to Popeye.
yeah. Well, you be safe, okay?
All right, I'm just glad he didn't hit my. I would have been a customer. He hit my dog on.
No, that's right. That's a nice car too. You be safe though.
Probably 200.
I ain't gonna get hit. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Stop. Don't pull out. Uh-huh. They want to stop me, boy. All right.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
All right. I made it to you.
I appreciate it.
Obviously, you are vehicle number 2 today.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. So
Please not put my.
I'm not.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Something happened.
Really? I'm sorry about that. We'll run it, but then other than that, we'll put you with us?
Department of,
Correct? Community service, supervision.
yes.
Yes,
BCS.
Gotcha. I'll put their address. What's their phone number? Your dispatch or whatever.
The main number is gonna be 770-960-4100. My state contact is 404-558-1172.
This is that reason why I be paranoid going through the intersections. What's not here? But
That she was on the,
was she behind you?
no, she's on the side of me.
Okay.
And I was in second lane turning.
Okay. So you was in second turn lane. Coming from 138?
On to 85.
So that'd be the one to the right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The turn lane.
Yes, right.
So how you missed her? Oh, she wasn't paying attention. She admitted that's right. She admitted that she wasn't paying attention, but so she was just like, I just so happened to look back there.
I just went ahead and.
Yeah, you was going, yeah. Okay. That makes sense now. So you went through the luck for her. Man, that's crazy.
And normally it's like, normally I drive real slow,
Right.
you know, like grandma slow.
Right.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Is it absolutely necessary that we watch? This video is almost 2 hours long.
And she
Is
wanted
it-
to play it until the arrest, so.
Your left knee?
The next path, Cleveland Avenue, a black Crown Vic, black Ford Crown Vic, Robert Paul Williams, 7652, RP 7652.
He actually that? Oh, wow.
That's what Rupert does. Like, you gotta ask the officers, I agree, definitely don't know.
My question is, what was he doing? And I may investigate a little bit, see if he was updated.
Is the interview with the second vehicle necessary to rewatch?
If ASGB, if you could please stop talking over the video. I think it is necessary as there were questions as to what she said, whether or not she said.
But this has been belabored, so I'm raising a
Okay,
relevance
hold
issue.
hold on. Miss Tortorella, the sound quality hasn't improved, so I don't know how replaying it is gonna help me. I got my sound up to max. So unless you got a way to make it better, because what I also get is there's overtalk from the microphone in the car on some portions of it. So
I just think it's important because if I skip, Your Honor's not going to get a full picture of when he first did, you're going to see 2 inventory searches of his vehicle.
okay, well, just go on. But like I'm saying, this part I already got. So
Okay.
she gave her information, she's talking to him. But at the point where you asking about the marijuana and all of that, not only was it almost unintelligible because of the sound, but it also had some crosstalk during portions of it.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me get to where he goes back to where Mr. Compton was, as this was already seen. I'm playing the video at 35 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yes, sir. Yeah, what is this? Okay. And I wrote this right here, that really because I hear on the light. Okay. The last vehicle going through the intersection. Okay. LT over there had a witness too, and she said the same thing. Yeah. So I mean, I have more about it. Yeah, I mean, 3 witnesses. Yeah, more than you. I got to answer this year. Can I give you a ticket? Thank you. Sir, can I give you a ticket computer? Oh yeah, that's our ticket. No, that. In your hand. Oh, no. What you saying? What's it? Oh, this our state phone. It looks like a brick. That's what I want to use. That's when you lose that thing. Yeah, we take pictures. You take pictures with it, you can send them. And I think it looks like a connection that you put in the computer too. Pretty cool, man. And it's a geo tracker too, so they can track you with this. You got like yeah. How long you been
Your Honor, I'm going to fast forward to 38 minutes. Time mark. Right there. 37 minutes, 54 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, I think that one of the females on your class, she's for the squirt team, isn't it? I don't know. White female? I know what you're talking about. She was on the Nighthawks. Okay. Yeah, she was on Nighthawks. Hey, you go ahead whenever you're ready. Okay. I'm about to take pictures of it. I want to get enough views so I can take a picture. Yeah, I probably will. If I can find something. I'm inside the car. Inside the car, it's not be the bag. Yeah. Yeah, it smells fresh. It's empty though. Okay. And he's strong. Hey, my numbers is another officer. Yeah. I do everybody from it right here. But yeah, I'll because I was gonna do it. I was gonna do SFSP on it. He looked low. Yeah. And he can't remember what lane he was in. That's one. The lane, nor and then when I went over there, they said that he can't even remember. He asked the officer was the light green. Yeah, from the light that he was traveling on. How you gonna ask the officer that you hit from another opposite direction? Was his light green? Brown shit. It's on the ground. I'll take a look at it though. Please down me, thank you. Let's say back. You do it off my me. No.
Yo, same thing I'm doing. He took the sign with him? He dragged it out for me. Yeah, you bathroom. I ain't much we can go from here right now, man. I bet you in the tight or something. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you something. What's this? You have trouble remembering if the light was green or not? Was it green on yours? The witness said it was green too? Okay. All three of them said the light was green? That's strange. Which one? Which one? Yeah. The people over here? Yeah. Did she tell you which direction, bro? So they all told me they were recording body cam. So yeah. That they were to have the officer, you know, they have the green light to turn. You were the last person coming through. And they got in front. They might have been something to use to they told me, okay, they were all of a sudden they're being recorded. So this gets recorded, they're gonna have to be in my video. So Trooper has my case number too. With that being said, on the back end of that, you're I know you're looking at it, but it's no. Let me take this picture. Wow. That's that rim popping that curve twice at the same time. Right. That was moving, ain't it? Now you like this on the road. When you hit the curve, you carried a lot of speed, man. I never seen that before. When you spun out, your back end is basically that rim is rubbing against the pavement right before you hit the curb. After you hit her, you spun around, and that wheel is gouging on the pavement. How fast were you going? 40? That's hard to believe with a 40. If you was going 40 miles an hour and you hit that patrol car, you would have stopped right there in the intersection. That could have been a 40, man. Hey, I'm telling you this. I'm calling the ball. That's at least 65. At least. I'm gonna train for that. You know what? 3 come 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's about. All right. Permission to search vehicle. No. Originally, I was doing inventory, but then back right. Their car reeks of marijuana. Yes. You must have just dropped it off. You just dropped it off? Come on, man. Hey, you know about this bag? Sorry. Oh, that's another fight. Oh no.
338, line of county, one word.
You eat? You smoke marijuana? You don't smoke? Did you smoke while you was driving, man? No. Come on, don't lie to me now. You did not smoke. How often do you smoke marijuana? Every couple days? Yeah, when was the last time?
Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to fast forward to 1 hour and 4 minutes where the FSD the field sobriety testing starts.
The clothes? Did she drive up? You drove up here? You did? Yeah, you gonna take them out then. Yeah, that's the down. He's on that. He's at the other one. I got on the phone with it. Oh. I'm about to do SFSD on him. Field sobriety. For the sake of this, you know, you're not really saying he's going to, we don't know if he's going to, it's just better to go through the motion, especially with, you know, he's a really matter on, you know, so you've been up front with you. No, you hate it. I'm gonna just make sure he was good prior to drive. So. What's in this bag right here? You got a clip bag in there? Your clothes? Oh, the same day, didn't have it up. This one? These are your clothes? If you had spread that on there. Yeah. Oh. Saw your papers. Would you rap something? Oh, okay. Man, like a hustle, I guess. That's your yeah. Oh boy. Got a lot of stuff, man. All right, you can just take the stuff out, put it right down on the curb, and then I'm gonna go through field sobriety with you. Go through field sobriety. Field sobriety. We move to that. Standardized field sobriety. Standardized field sobriety. Okay. Make sure you use good prior to driving. All right, just gonna let you stuff right. Oh, you need the keys? Huh? You gotta do that? Do what? Do what now? The field sobriety? Okay. He just denied field sobriety.
He did not.
You gotta see what he.
He said,
Not the real. Hey, you gotta do it. Yeah, you go ahead and close it up. What, so what happened now?
he denied it.
Okay. Did you deny it? But you said I ain't gotta do it though. You said, you asking me or are you telling me? I can't give you legal advice, man. Alright, so from here, sir. Okay, you're being detained, all right? Understand, from my perspective, it certainly sounds like you said, I ain't gotta do that.
No.
But you're on the phone with your mom. I don't hear that. Okay. But when I said something about field sobriety, I let you put your thing down, and you come back to me and you say, I ain't gotta do that.
No,
So are you asking me? Do you want to do field sobriety or do you not want to do field sobriety? Field sobriety is prior to making sure you were safe to drive prior to this crash. Okay? You gotta understand from my perspective. You're a regular marijuana smoker. You're traveling at a speed that's obviously way fast on this roadway. Okay? I want to say you're speaking right here 45. You're traveling over 45. Okay? So you're over the speed limit. You ran a red light. Property damage. I mean, that's kind of like, at that point, it's a must to do field sobriety. Okay? So you understand that. Now, you have the obligation to refuse. Do you understand that? Okay. So are you going to do field sobriety with the field? Or are you not going to do field sobriety? Yes? Okay. All right. So I'm going to uncuff you. I'm going to allow you to do field sobriety. All right? Okay. Don't run over me. Okay? Let me do it.
Your Honor, I'm gonna fast forward to 1 hour and 11 minutes. It's almost there, actually. Well, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 52 seconds.
All right, just going to bring them over here. Hey, the far right corner, far front, my patrol vehicle. You injured? Your leg? Then your leg hurt. All right, so let me ask you this. You had any head trauma? No? You hit your head? Is that side? Is it hurting or, I mean, it's hurting? What about, you got a problem standing on one leg? Okay. Do you think you can walk in a straight line or stand on one leg? Stand on one leg. Do you have a problem with that? You don't feel comfortable? You shake your head, so I'm asking. You do feel comfortable? Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is follow the tip of my finger, okay? With your eyes and your eyes only. No movements with your head, no body swaying or anything like that. All right? Okay? Look straight at me. There you go, just like that. Cross your feet. Sure. All right, cross your feet. There you go. Just like that. All right. I continue to focus on my finger, all right? You consumed any alcohol today? Okay. Can you stand up? All right, so you see this line right here? All right, come over here. Right there. Take your right foot. I'm sorry. Take your left foot, place it alongside the line, so don't step on the crack, okay? You got it. So right, just like that. Now take your right foot, place it in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe, just like that. No, take your right foot, place it in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. You got your left foot in front of your right foot. Take your right foot, there you go. Just like that. Hands right side at all times. Okay? All right. What you're going to do, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps from where you're standing alongside this line. And on your lead foot, you're going to pivot, turn back around, take 9 heel to toe steps back. Make sure that your feet are touching heel to toe. Okay? I'll demonstrate. I'll take 3. 1, 2, 3. Lead foot, pivot, turn back around. 1, 2, 3. I took 3, you're going to take 9. Okay? You understand the instructions? All right. All right, you may begin. All right, good. Okay. All right. All right, turn back around this. Well, you know what? That's good. Come right here. All right. Now, you already said the left leg hurts, so I'm not giving you a choice, but I'm just saying. You're going to choose either leg. You're going to stand on that leg with your foot raised approximately 6 inches off the ground, like so. Gonna keep your hands by your side. You're gonna count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003 until I tell you to stop. Okay. You understand the instructions? All right. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here, y'all. You know, you say you so you practice best. You know. All right. You may begin.
Point west, capital S, point west, capital S, built for Hyundai, Tucson.
All right.
38541, Charles, Florida, 65014.
Robert, Mr. John, 6904. All right, come on, back this way for me.
For Charles, Florida, Adam, 3541, CNA, 6541, Georgia. Okay. That's it, Thank you. It's like for a two vehicles, not like the injury. 766.
Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to fast forward to 1 hour, 25 minutes and 16 seconds.
What's left to show me, Ms. Tortorella?
Some of the results of officer expressing, a trooper expressing to the other officer about results.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
You're not asking me about the results. You're asking me about whether they should have been done, correct?
Well, it has to do with.
Okay, let me just tell y'all, I've seen enough. The inventory search was done properly, incident to the car being disabled and being towed. So anything recovered from due to the inventory search is fine. It's not illegal. The second thing is the FSE should have never been done because he had a head injury and a leg injury. He had nystagmus, could have been a part of the injury that he received to the left side of his head. He indicated that he had an injury to his head. And at that point, nystagmus the nystagmus test should have never been done. And with respect to his legs, he got up and was limping. He was unsteady on his feet, and to perform FSEs, first he said no, and then we kept talking to him until he said yes. And at some point, I believe I heard, because of the poor audio quality, that he was in cuffs prior to being told to do the FSEs. And so that was improper. So the FSEs will be suppressed. The HGN, as well as the walk and turn and the one leg stand. The inventory will not be suppressed because it was done properly, incident to a car that was inoperable, that was going to be towed anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care.
You too.